So thank you very much. It's always important that you don't take anything I say for granted. I can just offer my ears, I can offer my eyes, like reading the score, but I don't have the truth, the musical truth. I'm searching for it, but it's always important to have critical thinking. Whoever tells you anything, like concert pianist, teacher, or we should always have enough distance to not take all the comments from somebody, even like very respectable. What should be the most respectable is the score and the music, and we should all ideally help each other to actually get closer to it. There are several points that I noticed. First, probably the most important one, I think that you don't seize the opportunity of playing and enjoying the silences. I think you didn't play a single one. The silences, they have to be played. They are as important as the notes. It's not only, like as if it would be a binary code, 0 and 1, and when it's a note is 1, and when it's a silence is 0. No. The silence is also 1 in the musical binary code. It's also an information, and it needs to be performed. And even I noticed something, that a silence is perceptible from the listener if it's really played, almost overplayed. So some silences you have even to spend a bit more time on the silence to make it perceptible. And also, of course, then when you attack a note, after the silence, it cannot just start exactly where it was where was the last note.
Yeah, I think it's the reason that's why I'm rushing when I'm playing.
Yes. So the rushing, yes, I see what you mean, but I would see it differently. Is that I think that you are able to keep a certain tempo, but then you lose the spirit of the tempo. You lose the spirit, the character of the tempo, because the tempo, here also there are like different opinions. There would be some teachers and some performers that would say the tempo is the metronome. I don't agree with this at all. I think that the tempo is the spirit. How to put together all the rhythms, all the rhythmical information in time to create some sort of reference as a tempo, but doesn't mean that it has to be exactly stiff, always stiff. It can be flexible, it can move a bit, but at least that to be a reference. And here, when you started, I could hear, okay, this is the reference I hear, but then it's like you could not, from this reference that when you started the piece, you never sounded free somehow. It was, so this is maybe what you call rushing, is that actually I didn't hear that it was accelerating. It was more than I could never feel the sound get free from this tempo, and probably the silences can help to fix this. Also, very important things for me, I'm obsessed by these things, is that piano doesn't have a sound by itself. You create the piano sound, and it starts to get interesting when one orchestrates for the piano, like the composers did. They wrote. Haydn was a fantastic symphonist, and when something was written for piano, it was not written just to sound like with one sound. It's supposed to be orchestrated. So depending on the register, depending on where is the voice, if it's the bass, if it's tenor or soprano, to have a different color and imagine some instruments to color the sound differently. It's tricky because sometimes you have two voices with one hand, and the idea is to really have each voice to really be clearly different, clearly defined, depending on the register. And of course, there are also in this music a lot of articulations that are part of the musical narrative. And I also think that you were quite shy with the articulations. And the dynamics also. The dynamics, a piano or a forte in a score, it's really, you have to define it, you have to fix it, and it depends on the context of the score. There is no like just one piano existing, one forte existing, and to switch just, okay, now it's piano, now it's forte. It's really, each piece has its own piano and forte. And that's also what makes me very skeptical about, you know, for example, it happened to me sometimes when you start playing a piece and then there is a teacher stopping you after one bar and saying, no, this is not piano. But actually, it really depends how you organize the parameters yourself with your interpretation. Because you might play at a bit more volume than I would do. The only thing is that what you do with that, how you develop it. You see what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that it's possible. If you hear a pianist like Misha Pletnyov, for example, he might be able to start very, very pianissimo, but the way he will hold it and how he will develop it, you will hear another pianist that would start with something a bit more like a piano, but with some sort of forte energy. And then the only thing that we should follow is how it's developed, okay? So, would you please play the first bars, and I would stop you if, yeah. Okay, so this is the first phrase.
Yes.
The first statement. And it's always good to really look in detail what happens here and where is the music first, what is actually carrying the music the most. What can you tell here? But actually what happens like roughly musically, if you just not think about like all the notes in detail, but it's always good, I think, in the work to look from the bigger perspective and then to zoom more and more. So here, what happens? I don't want to keep you just stressed about what do I have to say. No, it's a very simple
But
thing.
I know what it means, this composition, because Haydn wrote it after knowing that Mozart is already dead. And
Yes.
Yes, it's for him, like 2 years after he's dead. It's
Yeah.
for
So there's some
Mozart,
sort
yes.
of a tribute and
Yes.
also like elegy
Yes.
a bit. Huh?
Yes.
Character, very good. For the character, yes, but I was talking for the beginning of the like really purely musical informations. So here you have the bass coming up. And if you look, the melody is doing the contrary motion. It's starting high and going low. And somehow you have to accompany this descent while you have to accompany the bass coming up with more and more tension.
Yes.
Okay? So it starts with like F
Yeah.
minor with the dominant chord, then, okay, F minor again, then the second degree of the scale, and then the modulation to the fourth degree. Yes, maximum tension, and then release do, ti, do. So you have the peak of the phrase here. And
Yes.
oh, what a surprise, it's written forte here.
Yes.
So the forte here is here to just, don't forget. It doesn't mean, there is nothing that is counterintuitive. I mean, if you follow the bass and the harmonies, you would naturally
Going to
make the
yes.
expression grow. So it's just like to underline that, yes, this is what I, Joseph Haydn, wanted. In some situations, mostly, I mean, Beethoven likes to do it a lot, you have like dynamics that are very important because you cannot guess them. If there were no dynamics, you just look at the score, you could not. But in this case, it's something you could have guessed, so it's interesting. It gives you an important information that starting from piano going to forte means that you are actually, as I suggested, quite free to define your piano and then to let the expression grow until a culmination point. But it doesn't have to be like a certain like piano fixed and forte fixed. It's more like to accompany the music, to develop the music and the sound, right? Also, you know, when you put your hand on the keyboard, there was a note that was not sounding.
Yes.
This really depends on, the idea is, you know, especially when you have to approach the keyboard like this, like very softly, to be very relaxed and to let your hand fall to reach
Make
the
sure
depths of the key, and it's really only at the last moment that you activate the tips of the fingers for the sound. It can even be, it's even possible to actually reach the depths of the key in silence and create the sound after. Once you, because what happens when you reach the depths of the key, the hammers, they get closer to the string. Yes, there, mechanically. So you have more control, because when it's like resting, it's like what, I don't know, several centimeters from the string, and when actually you have the finger, then when you do like this,
Yes.
without sound, the hammer is going like close to the, so this is how you can make trills also in control, and when you have like piano and everything happens deep. So, and not before. So if you approach a bit like with, you don't know, you need piano, and you know, it's important to always approach it with confidence and to explore, you know, to find the sound, that first to be able to press a key without producing a sound, and then to realize that the sound is there somewhere.
Yes.
See where the mechanism, you can feel that there is a clack, clack, clack. So the sound will be here. So when it's deep, what happens when you know, this is a bit more, this is a bit more, this is a bit more. So once you are deep there, how much you have to leave, how much weight you have to leave to then not wait for the key to be completely up and the hammer to be completely down. We should always think that for us this is up going down, but what happens really is the hammers that go up. So when you do like this, it's going up. It's a bit confusing, but it's always important to have this in mind, because the reality of the sound is there.
Yes.
Okay, so to actually control really the sound, it's like we should think the other way around, that it starts from the depths of the key, and then not this you cannot, you have no control of the sound when you take the key directly and vertically. The control of the sound starts here.
Yes.
And there you see, you can make the dynamic grow progressively with more control. You see what I can you try just with one finger? So you go, no, just let it fall. But of course, without folding, like you should sustain the weight of the arm and everything. Be careful, because it's better to not have like crotchet like this, but just like finger, just. Yes, and now, yes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, and then, okay, so be able to do like, not, yeah, but don't let it go up completely. Don't let it, you know, just. Yeah, you let it go up too much. Don't release totally, don't release, leave, you know, it's the weight of, you agree that it's the weight of the arm here.
Yes.
So you release a bit, but not totally, and you don't let the key go completely up.
I understand.
It's already too much. You should feel the connection with the hammer. The connection that when you go like this, you accompany the hammer. You should not let it go by itself. Of course, the piano, the mechanism makes it go down naturally if you don't control it. The hammer will naturally. Try to keep it. Try to sustain the hammer with your finger. Yes, there. Don't be scared that there is no sound. It's normal at the beginning. Yes, yes, yes. This is how you control and this is how you can make the micro nuance, micro dynamics, and things like this.
Just now I feel like hammer and my finger is the same thing. Yes.
Yeah, it's very important.
Complete,
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely. So then it means that you, if I can show you,
Of course.
it means that you can really have a control. So, you know, with the weight of the arm. And all the articulation then becomes easier to do and easier to control. So, dum, ba, ba, dee. I would keep the hand, you know, when there is a slur like this. And you know, then you can do this, respect this staccato without being scared of having this sort of sound.
Yes.
But not either doing. No, because it's something in between. You still need to be in connection, as I was showing with the hammer and close to the string. You know. Of course, here there is a problem with the voicing of the piano, so it becomes suddenly like pa 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 pa. You can hear. It's not your fault. Huh?
The higher register is much lighter. I don't know.
Yeah. And you know, as Chopin said himself, if it's like singing at the piano, you breathe with your hand as well.
Yes.
So when you have a slur like this and then it's a new energy. So we agree. Go there. You accompany it. Just really not playing with the fingers, but with the full hand to have the sound. The sound is here.
Yes.
And to the left and to the right. So then everything is natural and it's not like isolated elements. So you have what I showed you, like the depth of the key and control on the piano sound, not too short, not too long. So the key doesn't go completely up. So the culmination point is here.
Yes.
This fast should be extremely long in your ear and not going for the next note before the sound. You really hear like this is where it will touch the heart of the listener and where the music starts making sense. So here you have two voices, okay? Imagine like it would be cello and viola or something like this. And as I was suggesting, really to just to really let it down, not down. And from it, then you develop. I want the quarter note to be held. This should also sing. And the pedal, where is it? Yeah? So the pedal is here.
Yes.
You can use it. This is always this is something I like to actually talk about, because you know that the string instruments, they know a lot about their instrument. They know to tune it, they know to repair part of it. Okay, us, we know nothing about our instrument. We need everything. We need to call the tuner, we need to call somebody.
It's harder.
we are helpless with our instrument, and there is misunderstanding about some really important elements. The pedal. So what is doing the right pedal? What is it doing, like technically?
This is a question.
Yeah, it's a question. It's actually a question. I don't want to stress you, but just tell me what. Don't be like, just for you. What is it doing?
I think it make like I can't say.
Like a longer. It keeps the sound like what?
Keeps the sound that make a phrase and helping.
Okay, so helping, why not? But actually, the fact that when we think that it's keeping the sound, it's like it's sad for us, because it's some sort of misinterpretation of what happens really technically here. When you use the right pedal, look inside the piano. This part goes up.
Yes.
So it doesn't keep the sound. The only way to keep the sound is with the finger and the hand.
Yes.
This by putting this part up, opens the overtones. Like it makes more overtones. You can hear there in the piano
Yes.
when I speak.
Yes.
So it's not keeping the sound, it's just making this resonance because there is nothing that prevents the strings from resonating. So it means that when you will have a sound, there will be like, it will open the overtones of the key. So for example, when you are in some places like this, like in Beethoven, you know, like using the right pedal helps to have this sort of crown and around the sound that is very beautiful, you know, like or when it's a, you can hear wow, yeah.
I think it's creating an acoustic effect. Right?
Yes, exactly. So this is the right pedal, but to keep the sound, it's only with your hands, and everything should be achieved with the hand. Even when you have like something like this. There is no left and no right here. It's, as I showed you, deep in the key. This is where you find the pianissimo sound. You know, and not like left pedal and then you see what I mean.
I don't like a left pedal.
So it's very important. I cannot. Of course, in Chopin, you have some places where the use of the right pedal is absolutely essential because you don't. The hand is not big enough to actually when you are like. But even here, it's very important that the legato doesn't come from the pedal.
It's hard for me. My hand is little.
Yeah,
yes.
but at least this you can do.
Yes.
The legato of the thumb.
Of course.
You see what I mean? So I showed you this right hand, left hand, how to actually orchestrate this. I can just invite you to make another proposal.
Okay.
I can maybe with the score or without?
Without.
Okay. Okay, this is better, but don't forget to keep it until the end here. Yeah, and what will define the time? And then new energy. And it's important. Yeah, you take it from up.
Yes.
Okay, why not? But it's essential that this defines the timing, how, when
yes.
you reload. So you have two ears, huh? One for the right and one for the left. Don't, yeah? No, really until the very last moment. Yes, really legato, huh? And there was another thing is that I would really suggest you put a thumb here. I don't think it's good for the sound. I would really suggest that. And I would then
it's hard.
substitute like or also possible. Even better, to end on the second finger is a pa 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 pam pam pa pa a. You still do the thumb.
Yeah.
Like try. Yeah, this one, or maybe more comfortable for you, thumb 3-2, thumb 3-2. Yeah. Yes, and I would suggest in this music, like in Mozart, to have the wrist a bit up, to have a lighter approach of the piano. you know. So, and also I would actually, excuse me, I would actually start even with the, I would not start like, because you start on the weak fingers.
The most.
Like a,
Yes.
like a, or something like this. I would really start with comfortably, with no pedal. You see, with a bit up. Pam pa pa, and not like pam pa pam, bim bim bim. And a bit of time actually. Don't be scared to take time. It will fall very much into place, like for the listener in tempo, everything. It's actually things fall into place when we play them. Every harmony has to be played,
Yes.
not only just, you know, oh, I'm not in tempo, I have to go on or anything. No, it's just everything like when you're. Every harmony deserves care, and here, like. And no pedal, please.
Ah, yes.
There is no necessity of pedal here, absolutely. Yeah, it's better. Okay, can you continue? Now it's the other way around, huh? Okay, so now it's actually, it's what the structure of the phrase. Can you compare it to the first phrase? Is there a difference or is it like very similar? What would you say about this second phrase?
Maybe similar, but
Yes.
the change is that voices are changed. Like left hand, it's already a tem,
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
accompaniment.
yes.
But I think it's creating by right hand, and the middle part, it's helping like for developing.
Yes,
I
okay.
think.
And also, but harmonically, we have, it's kind of more refined than in the first phrase. There are more things, there are more dissonances. And unfortunately, I cannot hear them enough. Look what happens here. Okay, so we are going, so like it started, so the tonic and then the dominant, and then where are we going? What is that?
Sure.
Where is it going? Yeah, but there is a E flat. So where is it going? Where is this harmony going?
G minor.
Oh, be careful. No.
No. Oh no, B flat. Yes, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
and look, then it's arriving in the next bar, and then where is this going?
S.
Yeah, A flat.
In English, it's harder.
Yeah.
I always talk in Russian, like it's.
I see. And then you have this harmony that is very important. So you have actually, it teases us. So we are modulating in B flat minor, then in A flat minor, major, and then we have a chord that is ambiguous, that looks towards F minor. Okay, so. But finally we go to F flat major. Okay, what is absolutely marvelous here is that.
Yes.
That. And it also needs to be played, you know? This needs to be heard. The listeners, they cannot guess that it's in the score. try to have it. Even more. It needs to be. No. Yeah. And all legato. No. So here I would do 2-2-1-2 to have the control. So I want to hear this. Okay, a bit better, but somehow the sound was tense. It's important to find the freedom, and from the beginning, like very like in peace, you know, with the right hand. No stress. Yes. And turn with the wrist, with the wrist, with the wrist. Yeah, keep control of the. Sorry. Don't lose, you know, don't lose the line. Now, ta ba ba, like long. Ta ba ba. Yeah. Longer. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You will be. Rhythmically, it's a pam pa pam pam pa pam. It's not pam pa pam pa pam. Tin ti ti yan ta ta lan ti ti ta ti ra ri yam pa pam. You know, pim pi pi ra dim pam pa pa di dim pam pa pa. Longer on the longer notes. Don't be scared. You have all the time, and don't forget the thumbs of the right hand with the dissonances. Mi re do. No, it was a bit ta pa pa pam pa pam. Yeah, re bémol. Yeah. 2 ears.
Yes.
Don't focus only on one. I don't hear your thumb. I don't hear your thumb. I really, when you care about something, don't forget to care also about the rest. You have like, we can do several things at the same time. Yeah, but somehow it's cut a bit, and you know, it's like, imagine that you would conduct a choir. It's sorry. Sorry. I mean, just build the phrase. Just listen, really. Don't care so much about the fingers. Just listen. And then the right hand. Bum, ba, ba, then goes down. No, and now. Pa, de, pa, de. Yes, but here you need to re-attack. You know, pa. You
yes.
keep it. Yes. And again. Pa, la. This one. Okay, we will do with the score. I come back. I will take note of this. Yeah. Yes, and you and then it's just one. This is just one phrase. One period, okay? And to listen this harmonic configuration.
Yes.
A little. Okay, can you please forget about the bar lines, forget about the values of the rhythmical values. Just, you know, I think it's also an important part of the work. When it's about like listening to any single harmony, any single note, to forget about the rhythmical value, to just try to listen to the harmonic weight. And that here you can really allow yourself to take the time. There is nothing that would, you know, how I produce the sound, how I build with the sound is, I can, maybe it would be even more simple for you to understand if it's, play this as if it would be a quarter note and not an 8th note.
Yes.
And don't worry, we know, I mean, we will feel as if it would be an 8th note. Can you just take all the time to enjoy these dissonances? And then going. Yeah, you are still, you know, very, very much attached to the verticality of the. There is not only rhythmically. There is not only the vertical element of the rhythm. The horizontality of the phrase is also rhythm. So when we have to be in tempo and in rhythm, it's not only with the beat, it's also for the whole phrase, you know? And here there is somehow, you lose the control of the sound here, it becomes too much here. Really legato. There is always something going, and this thing going is not the tempo like this. It's the phrase that is actually developing, and that allows you to. So just forget about this. Just if you can just be in peace. Like inside the keyboard, and try to follow the music where it brings you, without imposing to the music to be there in a cage, in a rhythmical cage, but just to carry the phrase.
Mm-hmm.
you already. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to spend all the time, but you already lost this.
Ah, yes.
No, it's really take more time, like as if it would be a quarter note. Ta ta. Yes. Pa pa pa. Yes. Ti-dom, bip-bi-do, lip-bi-do, lit-di-do. Yes. This is still in tempo. And if somebody tells you, no, but it's not the taste, it's classical style. I'm sorry to say, classical style doesn't have to be just stiff and everything. It's like it has plenty of little things, and you can stay perfectly in tempo, but with the character and just caring about any single element. Can you play again this beginning, the two phrases? And breathe. Second phrase. Time, tum, pada, and going. Okay, continue. No, it cannot be like this. It's A flat major, and it's different. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So here there are plenty of things. We start in A flat major. I would like to hear this sadness. And keep the bass. Keep the bass. You know that this is a very weak inversion. We lost the contact with this, which is like incredible, because there are many treasures, musical treasures that are here. In inversion, okay, so you have the fundamental, I don't know how to say, like the triad, the perfect triad, like with the root note at the base. Then you have the first inversion, with the third at the base, and the second inversion with the dominant. And this is generally, where do you hear this? You don't hear it everywhere. You hear it rather at the beginning or at the end of the piece.
Beginning, maybe cadence. Yes.
So because it's a weak version of the triad, because it sounds like a double appoggiatura of the dominant.
Yes.
It's not stable. You cannot stay like this. You cannot stay. Okay.
Bro.
No. Yeah, but you cannot stay on this. It needs to go somehow. Okay, it needs to go really to the dominant. And look at what Haydn does here. He does it like. So you have one of this inversion. This D flat minor, very beautiful, important to hear. And once again, okay? And then the articulation, please. Don't be scared to really articulate. So the structure is always the same. You have at the beginning. So there is a little kind of not acceleration, but a bit of precipitation in the end of the phrase, and then. Okay. So the phrase breathes like this, starts sadly with some harmonic sequence, and then there is some sort of precipitation towards the cadence. So this is the rhythm of the phrase, and this, when you have an andante con variazioni, this should be recognizable by the listener as well as the melodies and the harmonies. It's very important, the kind of the shape of the phrase, you know?
Yes.
It starts quite calmly, gets agitated by modulations, and then you have some sort of little precipitation in the end towards the cadence, okay? So here also I would like to hear all the harmonies. This one. This one. Yeah. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. Yes, yes, yes. Don't be afraid. Okay. Yeah. Question. Pom pa pom. Answer. Beep beep dum. Pom pa dum. Yum pa dum. Ba dum ba dum. Yeah. Silence. Like be careful. Yum pa dum pa dum pa dum. It's the same structure of the phrase. Calm, and then you remember this little precipitation.
Yes.
Pam pari yam para lam para param param e pam e. Mezzo forte, mezzo forte. Yeah, it's like opera. You know, when you have like a culmination like this, you cannot take time before, take time after. Tenuto. Tam param param para ya ya para para para. Okay, okay. So you know. It was a bit like again separated. It was a and it's one. Imagine it's one single phrase. And then yeah. And what time? Like straight. Everything, like the way you organize the time goes together with the music, not with the metronome. There is no metronome here. Sorry. What is it? One single phrase, you know. simple. You see what I mean?
Yes.
Can you try? I know that we have to go for the next, but can you please? So this is the first phrase. You can really like take some time and breathe here, and from here towards the end, it's like one flow.
I'm gonna play here.
No, really from the beginning. I would like. No pedal.
Like this.
Yes, there is a rush because rhythmically it's tam papam papam. It should be actually towards the next beat and not like pam papam papam.
Yes.
Pipim 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 pipim. And even when you do precipitation, it doesn't rush because it's organized like short long towards the long.
Yes.
Short long and not long short. Not pam 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 pam. Pipim 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 pipim.
Can I try one more time?
Yes, yes, sure. A. A. Yeah, somehow you don't play them. I know that even when there is a dot like this, it means like you know. Can you? So one single attack, one. Yeah, but without adding, it can stay light. You don't need to add a staccato, you know, just light.
Staying, but like
Yeah,
cutting. Yes.
just a bit. It's too short. Just releasing some weight, like a cat, like a cat. No, remember what I said about the depth of the key.
Yes.
This is inside. Yes. Okay, yeah, we have to stop, unfortunately.
Yes.
We just did the first page, but, you know, thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.